Let's work through a simple example to illustrate the impact of first-degree price discrimination. Suppose that a seller faces four consumers, A, B, C, and D. A and B are interested in purchasing 3 units each, and C and D are interested in purchasing 2. And this table shows their willingness to pay arranged from highest to lowest. Consumer A is willing to pay $10 for the first unit purchased, but is only willing to pay $3 for the second and $2 for the third unit purchased. B is willing to pay $9 for the first unit purchased, $4 for the second, and only $1 for the third. And we can see what C and D are like. This table lets us put together or construct the demand. When price is 10, A is willing to buy its unit, so the quantity demand will be 1. When price falls to 2, we pick up the first unit from B, so the quantity rises to 2. Another decrease in price. Now C wants to buy a unit, so the quantity rises to 3, and on like that until the quantity demanded reaches 10. All right. Now let's look at what would happen if the firm faced this demand curve and maximized profit without any price discrimination. I've got the first 5 parts of the price quantity demanded schedule. When price is 10, the quantity demanded is 1. When price is 9, the firm can sell 2, and on down to when price is 6, the firm can sell 5 units. We can pretty easily find total revenue. That's price times quantity. So it's going to be 20, 18, 24, 28, and 30. We're going to assume that each unit costs $2.5 to produce. The average total cost is 2.5 for any and all levels of output. So total cost goes from 2.5 to 5 to 7.5 to 10 to 12.5. This means that profit, which is total revenue less total cost, goes from 7.5 to 13 to 16.5 to 18 and then down to 17.5. So we pretty quickly see that the optimal row in this table is when quantity is 4, price is 7, and profit is 18. So when the firm does not discriminate, its maximum profit is 18. That occurs when it produces and sells 4 units of output. Now suppose the firm engages in first-degree price discrimination. This means it will charge the most anyone is willing to pay for each unit of output. Let's put together our total revenue curve at that level. We know that somebody's willing to pay $10 for the first unit. That was customer A, was willing to pay $10 for the first unit A purchased. That means that if the firm sells 1 unit, it's going to charge customer A $10 for that unit, and its total revenue will equal 10. If it sells the second unit, it knows that customer B is willing to pay $9 for the second. It'll continue to charge customer A $10 and now charge customer B $9. Total revenue will go from $10 up to 19. Notice this total revenue is now going to be the sum of the total of the willingness to pay. If it sells a third unit, it'll charge 10 to A for the first unit, 9 to B for the first unit, and now it's going to charge C $8 for the first unit sold there. So total revenue rises to 27. We can keep doing this. We'll get 34. Now when we sell the 5th unit, this is going to be the second unit that D purchases. We're going to charge D $7 for the first unit they purchase and $6 for the second unit they purchase. So revenue still rises by the sum of the willingness to pay. The next will be 45. We'll keep adding. We'll get 49. We'll get 52, and we'll get 54, and that's as far as we're going to go. Average total cost is still 2.5, so total cost goes from 2.5 to 5 to 7.5, 10, 12.5, 15, 17.5, 20, and 22.5. Subtracting cost from revenue to get profit. We get 7.5. We'll get 14. We get 19.5. We get 24. We get 27.5. We get 30. We get 31.5. We get 32. And then we get 31.5. The row I've circled in blue shows the optimal position for the firm. It maximizes profit when it sells 8 units. Its total revenue will be 52, and its profit is 32. Two conclusions emerge. First, the firm produces more output when it engages in first-degree price discrimination. Output rose from 4 to 8 in this example. The reason is that when the firm does not discriminate, it increases output as long as marginal revenue exceeds marginal cost. And when it does discriminate, it benefits as long as price exceeds marginal revenue. Marginal revenue is the extra revenue generated when the firm sells another unit of output when demand is constant. The equation is that marginal revenue is equal to the change in total revenue over change in cost. You may remember this material from Principles of Economics. It's also true that price is greater than marginal revenue when the demand is downward sloping. Well, when you maximize profit without discriminating, you make marginal cost equal to marginal revenue. When you maximize profit with discrimination, you make marginal cost equal to price. Since price is higher, you'll wind up producing more with discrimination than without. Second, the firm earns more profit when it engages first-degree price discrimination. In our example, profit rose from 18 to 32. The increase in profit is the reason firms would love to practice first-degree price discrimination.